Now you ready? Okay. All right. Hey, you guys. It's David again, Express Auto. Today we've got a 6L80 out of a 2015 Denali pickup. Came in with a bunch of problems, a bunch of metal in it. I don't know. It's broke. Anywho, we're going to take this thing apart and show you the death and destruction of another 6L80. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here and say that the R&R guy did not drain this transmission. Mainly because we were just the R&R guys.
You got a mouse in your pocket?
I do have a mouse in my pocket. His name's Fred. Yeah, what do you think about that?
You probably need to feed him.
No. I believe the term you were looking for here is cooked. She is still splooging everywhere.
What is that?
That is the torque converter in the pan.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this one's broke. This one's broke.
Just put a filter in it and ship it?
Yep, that's all it needs. Filter, converter, send her down the road. Until it gets back to my shop. Somebody made a big old mess on the floor. Like a turd.
Got overexcited.
Yeah. Sometimes it just spews out and you can't help it. You just have to go with it. Alright, we're gonna get our filter out of there. That'd be a good filter to break open right there. You think that one's just plumb full of stuff? Get our case connector out. For you guys that watched the video a little bit ago about how to do the R&R, you guys notice this is just a piece of plastic right here. That's what's hooked to the rooster comb, and that's what's hooked to the shaft. So if you use an impact on this, you could probably break that piece of plastic off. And then you have to buy a whole new manual valve, which comes with a free valve body. So don't do that.
Free valve body?
Free valve body. You spend $500, you get this brand new manual valve and a free valve body that goes with it. It's pretty cool. This is one of our more enjoyed transmissions. We've been dealing with a lot more 6L80s and starting to see a lot of 8L90s actually. 10R80s, those are starting to get popular. We're actually going to have a 10R80 in the shop in a couple of weeks on a 2018 Mustang. We'll try to get a video together for you guys of how that thing comes apart. But this right here, this is not part of the valve body. It's not actually a part of it.
Every one of them cracks.
Oh yeah, dude. She is slimy. Slimy. Well, let's see what's inside of it.
Huh.
Don't forget to pull off your O-ring. My money's on. We're gonna have to turn this bell housing. We're gonna have to turn the stator. I'll let you on bet.
I ain't got no money.
Yeah. You're not gonna bet in pencils or shocking experiences this time? Yeah, let's get fun right off the start. Let's take the pump apart, see what we got in that guy.
Metal?
Yeah, metal. Lots and lots of bolts. One little piece of information for you guys here. If you're doing one of these, always take the stator off of the pump body. Do not try to smack this off of the rubber mallet or anything like that. Put it in a press because it will come back to bite you. We definitely have some grooving issues.
Oh yeah.
Gonna have to machine the pump for sure.
All that metal just sitting on there,
Oh yeah.
going round and round and round.
Yep. Let's take a look down inside of the mouth of the pump.
Bushings.
Yep, definitely gonna need any bushings. We always put a new pump kit in every one of them that we do. So we're just gonna slide all this stuff out of the way here. We're gonna pop that spring out. Sonax makes a really nice purple spring to put in the place of that guy. Goes a long ways. Look at the metal inside of there. She's everywhere. You can definitely feel it.
You can see it.
Yeah. You can see it, you can feel it.
Is that war?
Doesn't look like it. These things typically don't have the wearing problem that the 4L60s had.
What is this?
That's a
Part of the
wiper
vane?
seal
Oh.
off the side of the pump slide. So, all right, let's get that guy off the bench and we'll
Smells crispy.
get the rest of them guts out of there. Get down in the guts a little bit better. Just move all that stuff out of the way. We're not gonna need any of it. All right. Good. Tear our drums apart. At least look at our clutches. We'll get the pistons and stuff out here in a minute. Surprisingly, that set of clutches don't look too bad. But it's gonna get new ones anyways. Starting to see some heat on those ones. This drum is a super common problem, or known issue is for cracking right around that weld on the backside. A lot of guys try to fix it. They'll take weld the drum and stuff like that.
It looks cracked. I mean, I don't know, but
Well, it's hard to see to the naked eye unless you get one that's got
it
a
just
really
looks
good
like
crack.
poor
Yeah, it's just the way that they put it together.
quality. Look.
Yep. So whenever we build these, we like to replace this drum as a whole. We'll use a brand new AC Delco drum, and then we'll TIG weld the outside surface, and then we'll machine the backside of it, and then we'll stack it all back together. Another big thing that we like to do is really like to replace this piston, the 1, 2, 3, 4 clutch piston. Sonax makes a really nice billet piston just for this location, and it works beautiful. So if you guys want to see it, there's no asking questions here. Let's just take it apart. If you guys want to see, let's just go ahead and see inside. It's a Adapticase drum buddy. This one I originally bought for a 4T65 years and years ago, but it works really good for just a whole bunch of different applications. So really gonna have to buy me some new snap ring pliers. These guys are about wore out.
Kind of in a bad position.
Yeah, there we go. We're not going to reuse that piston anyway, so we'll just grab our one out of there. Look at the metal on that guy.
Dang.
Yep. Another reason to always put new pistons in.
That's just metal sitting in there.
Just full of it.
Huh.
Nice to see a good 6L80 tore up. That piston likes to get stuck. I like to reach down next to it and just pry it up a little bit. And you can kind of work it around. Drain some of that stuff out of there. She's definitely full of some metals. Bring a little bit more of the metal juice out of her. See if that snap ring will pop loose. Come here. So usually you can get a good little bite on them, they'll just kind of pop out of there. Just like so. Then you have to play the chasing game, find out where it went. Get that one out of there. Now, there's a couple of different ways to do this. Get this piston out. Particularly, I like to just smack them on the bench. They fall right out. Another weak area on these guys. They will crack around the inside of this piston. I've seen them crack in all kinds of different locations. I don't know if you guys can't see that in the camera, but
Yeah, you can once you wiped it.
that's all metal. So that metal's just sitting there tearing up those rubber seals inside of there. That's what causes part of the problem. Same thing inside of that guy. See all the metal in there?
Yep.
Tons and tons of metal. That just eats the surface right there.
Oh
Look at
my.
that. Just eats that surface up. So something to watch out for. We'll sit all this stuff off to the side. Let our planetary come out. Another area you can just see metal everywhere.
Yep. That's chunky.
Mm-hmm.
Not just
a little bit of metal.
Not just metal flake, it's chunky. Almost like 1990s bass boat chunky.
Yeah. My favorite color. They're not supposed to turn black or be missing chunks.
Yep.
See all the metal in them? Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely need some of those. Well, let's see what else we got inside of this fun, wonderful turkey. Take out our shaft. Lay that over there in our gonna replace pile. Now here's where my favorite pliers come in handy. These things are a lifesaver. Another Adaptacase tool. If you guys need a set of these, Adaptacase is the place to be. I know some of you guys are gonna say, well, you can get that snap ring out without it. And I did for a long time. You can take the snap ring out without this pair of pliers, but man, it makes life so much easier. Where you going, Casey? You're afraid that guy's gonna fly, aren't you?
Yeah, it would hurt.
Yeah, that one definitely is no fun. Got her stuck.
Got her whopper jawed in there, didn't you?
Yeah. Roll. Oh. Let's go ahead and tear the rest of this guy out, and then we'll tear that other drum apart.
That's a big old
planetary. You guys making a lot of horsepower. That right there likes to break. If you're gonna build one of these things to put any kind of power to it, make sure you upgrade. Get our last bearing out, and that's the bottom of that case. All we got left is the tail housing on there. Go ahead and get it zipped off real quick just because can't wash it with it on there. Yeah, you could wash it with it on there, but we recommend you don't.
There's that metal even stuck in there.
Yep.
Yep.
Dude, that stuff's everywhere. It's like a bad habit. Gonna be finding it all night long. All right, let's go ahead and take the...
That bushing supposed to be like that, like white?
Well, it is supposed to be white, but it's not supposed to be so gray in the white. That's a Teflon coated bushing.
I see.
We'll put a Durabond bushing in its place. You can see where the metal's been in it. Chewing everything up. This is another one that's really bad about just being covered in metal. You get this snap ring and this piston out. This is, I don't know how they made this aluminum magnetic, but they did. Done a really nice job of it. Look at the metal track. This is one of my favorite parts to take apart right here. One-way clutch and the low clutch. You're afraid that drum's gonna bite you, weren't you?
It startled me.
Ooh, look at that one. Definitely got metal in that one.
Yep.
I hate to say it, but I think this transmission may need to be rebuilt.
Toasted. With a bearing. Now the stripes on the bearing.
Yep. Had a lot of metal run through it.
Yes, it has. Huh.
That's usually what I do too. But I didn't stick my finger in there. I want my threads to take it off. You're used to no fingers. I don't want to be in that boat.
Oh, tried to cut my thumb off yesterday.
Nobody ever taught you not to run with scissors.
Or stick your fingers in electric fans. Trying to find the noise.
Yeah, there's actually a guy on YouTube called The Noise. Maybe you should look him up and see if he's got any advice. Me and snap rings today are just not having it. Yahtzee!
Metal man in there.
Oh yeah. Low Sprag in Belleville. Then there's that guy. Surprisingly,
I mean, there's a little bit, but not like
Yeah.
what you were.
I like all the rest of it.
You were talking.
Yep. So, we definitely have a nice fried 6L80. As always, guys, it's been a great time to be here with you. If you guys liked what you saw, hit the like button, share, subscribe, that kind of stuff. We're going to try to get this thing cleaned up and see if we can get enough stuff orchestrated to get a Sonax valve body video in. I'd like to show you guys how we machine our pumps, how we machine our bell housings, how we set this thing up to actually make one live. A lot of things we'll go over in play, setting the in play. Superior makes a lot of in play shims for this particular transmission. Durabond makes a wonderful bushing kit, takes care of a lot of the known issues. We like to use the AC Delco drum like we were talking about, the 1, 2, 3, 4 piston like we were talking about. So we'll try to get everything ready for you guys, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. And we're back. So one thing we were wanting to show you guys earlier on the 6L80 teardown video is the amount of metal that goes into this. And we were wanting to kind of give you guys an idea of what you're really dealing with. So a lot of people don't service their transmissions like they once did. Transmissions need to be serviced. I don't care what the manufacturer says, if it's lifetime fluid or not, they can all suck a pickle.
this thing needs to be taken care of. If the transmission is serviced, it'll live a lot longer. So we're gonna tear the original 6L80 filter apart that came out of our converter destruction 6L80.
That's all metal.
That is all metal, all over that dude. And then we're gonna take a factory replacement filter and break it apart just so you guys can see what's inside of it before it goes to crap. So we're gonna see how resilient this filter is to a pair of Knipex pliers. Resilient, resistant, what? There's some lingo there, I don't know. I'm not an English teacher. I just know that I like this stuff.
Is that brittle or is that just
No,
the way they are?
just the way they are. Rawr! Don't get hit with the fire stuff.
Once again, safety glasses.
Here, we're gonna do this. Get my protective helmet on here. Okay, I can look like this. I tried. Can't do it. We'll just take it. It'd be nice if I had like crab claws. If I had some crab claws, I bet I could do it for you.
Hold on, before you get too far, show them the depth difference on these.
Oh yeah. So this is a short filter. This is a tall filter. This is what would typically come in your four-wheel drive pickup. This particular filter is very, very unique. We don't see hardly any of the shallow pan filters. That's part of why we're going to use it as our tear-up filter. But it's of the same family, which is nice. So. Right. And that is the inside of it. She is definitely gross.
I mean, it really, from the rest of everything, that doesn't seem like a lot. From the rest of it.
Look at all the metal inside of it.
Oh, yeah, it's inside there.
It was doing its job to an extent, but all that right there, that is all metal.
Oh, right.
Right there.
Yep.
Yep. You can watch it just skate up off of the filter. I'd say it's full of metal.
One would think that.
Now we'll show you what a non-metal version looks like.
Now, if your magnet picks up metal off this one,
We may need to talk to our supplier.
yeah.
There's something wrong here.
I reckon the other one was brittle.
I'm thinking so.
Oh, there we go.
Just got to get a hold of it.
Actually, it's breaking apart better now.
Yeah. Then you say that, and then I can't get it together. You just had to talk about it, didn't you?
Too soon, Junior.
Ruh-roh. I'm not entirely sure what that was, but we just won't tell nobody. You guys didn't see that. Alrighty. That's what it should look like originally.
Nice and clean. It doesn't have that secondary filter like the factory did.
Nope.
The factory has some kind of secondary.
Liner on it. Yep.
Huh.
This is an OE filter. This is an aftermarket.
Looks to me like probably the OE is probably the better option.
Absolutely. That would definitely give you a lot more filtration. There you have it, guys. That is the 6L80 transmission filter out of the converter destruction video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys again.